that all the French reporters who are here lied, and they wrote lies, pure lies, in their newspaper. It will be worse. It will be worse. Who is the number 2 of ID 2020? Blight Masters, ex-JP Morgan. Montepaschi de Siena, one of the biggest Italian banks. You agree? Fraternity, égalité, fraternité, etc. There is a terrible misconception because, again, French people have a wrong image about Turkey. They still think.
What's the reason for that?
Yeah, they still think that it's like Iran, for instance, that is not safe, and we can help the French media for that. And I discovered personally, when I made my first reporting here, that all the French reporters who are here lied, and they wrote lies, pure lies, in their newspaper. Especially Journal du Dimanche, for instance. I won't mention Le Point, for instance, and other. There is a rule that Saudi wants to have all the influence in France, and Turkey should not put his feet in France. So that's why you have this media war against Turkey, and when I say war, it's a media war. All of them. That's just a historical background, but there is a, and the French. Don't forget, French military headquarters were here.
Yes, I know.
We're here.
I know where.
Hey, yeah. So you see, there is some historical background.
Circle Hatred.
We say that, and also Macron was humiliated in Libya, and of course in Syria, and mostly Algeria, because Turkish took a lot of economic place in Algeria, and and also in Africa. So since Turkey became a very strong economic power, there is
This is big threat for France.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, especially on Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco. Don't forget Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco. This is a lot of people in France don't know. Mostly immigration. They don't know that those countries were Turkish or Ottoman. So, and the French took them from the Ottoman. You see, so there is a background. There is a historical, let's say, hatred. We can't say hatred, but
Rivalry.
resentment.
Rivalry.
Resentment. We can say resentment. 6, maybe 5 months ago, all the journalists from a main French daily newspaper, which is called Libération, Libertad, Libération. They decided to accept as a chief editor a guy who was a Mossad agent for 20 years. You know, news channel, blah, blah, which is called BFM, belongs to Mr. Drahi. Patrick Drahi. Who? Listen to this. He renounced to his French nationality to take Israeli nationality. Could you believe this? In United States, you cannot buy a media if you are not American. It will be worse. It will be worse. Definitely worse.
What's your scenario for the future?
Let me give you one scenario from 2008. No, sorry, 2009. You remember that in September, at the end of September 2008, Wall Street exploded. You remember that? Okay. What happened 3 months later, in 2009? The World Health Organization was on CNN live, and they say this is a world worldwide medical problem. Everybody needs to buy mask. You need to buy liquid, you know, to... You remember that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that was very official. Do you know why they do that? Because to cover the fact that the banks were falling.
Yeah.
Okay? Today, the European banking system is dead. I made an interview with people from Visa, you know, Visa card?
Yeah.
Okay. And they told in 2007 that it will cost you, at one point, it will cost you more to pay in cash instead of with your Visa card. So today they want to get rid totally of cash money. Okay, this is what Karl Schwab said, for instance, from the World Davos, you know, for the World Economic Organization, you know, to get rid of the cash, because by this way, people will have everything in one. You have your ID, you will have your money in one card, and your vaccination status, of course, in one card. This is where they want to go, and
This is way to one world system.
Exactly. And let me tell you something else. Guess who? There is a organization to put all this ID identification all together. It's called ID 2020. Okay, like COV ID 19. You see, COV 19.
This is what.
And ID 20. Of course.
Yes, yes, yes.
And who is the number 2 of ID 2020? Blight Masters, ex-JP Morgan.